Yo, what is up, guys? I hope y'all are doing good. It's been about 2.5 months since I first got my lingual braces in, so I wanted to make another update video as well as give you guys some more tips that I found really helped me out during this time that I've had the lingual braces. So let's just start off with the tips right away. The first big tip being to use brush picks. These are brush picks, and they look like this. Hopefully it can focus, but like these really thin picks with a little brush on the top made of plastic. They're really cheap. It's like $2 at Walmart, and they give you like these 2 packs, and they're plastic, so you can just rinse them off and reuse them if they're not too bad, if you're trying to save money. So let's be honest, you're probably trying to save money after you just dropped a bunch of cash on lingual braces. So they're really good for just getting food out of your teeth because they're so thin. They can go between the wire, and that way you can just brush the food out. Because let's be honest, you're very likely to be an adult that's working full-time or going to school full-time, and you just don't have the ability to just go to the bathroom and brush your teeth or floss or whatever right after you eat. You're probably busy with classes, or you're just busy at work. Use one of these real quick, and you can put them in your pocket because they're so portable, and just use it to get the food that's stuck in your teeth out. Because when you got food stuck in your teeth and you feel it, it's super annoying and it's hard to concentrate all day. So definitely carry those around, because if you try to use a regular toothpick, it's not going to work, and you're not going to be able to get through that wire and push the food out. So that's probably the best tip I can give you guys, is get a couple packs of those. They're really cheap. So the second big tip that I got for you guys is, last video, if you haven't seen it, I had a bunch of tips for some kind of foods that I recommend when you first get lingual braces, because it's hard to eat, your teeth hurt, and you want to eat something soft, but you don't exactly want to eat very unhealthy stuff like ice cream and whatnot all the time. Because let's be honest, man, I'm trying to maintain our weight or stay healthy. So another big one is to eat baked sweet potato, or any kind of, like, you can even just steam it, but baked, or you can microwave it. Super easy to do. Sweet potatoes, they get real soft. They're nice and sweet, so they're easy to eat without adding all these kind of condiments and butter and whatnot on top, so you can save on the calories. It's got a lot of fiber in it, so it's very filling, so you're not snacking all day. Which brings me to another point. I've seen that a lot of people that got braces or lingual braces as adults, they have a hard time eating, so they actually lose weight. I personally, throughout these past 2.5 months, did not actually lose weight, but I did notice that I got a little bit more shredded. So I'll put up a couple pictures of me back in March of 2020 until me now in December of 2020. There's not too much of a difference, but I definitely see that I'm a little bit more shredded near December. I think it's because I'm just not eating so much processed foods anymore, because a lot of junk foods or crunchy foods like chips and whatnot. So just avoiding these foods, I feel like it has helped me become a little bit more shredded. I do watch my weight. I haven't lost any weight. I'm about the same weight as I was back in March. I think the theory for me is just because I'm not eating so much processed foods that are usually high in sodium, just not eating as much salt, so lost a bit of water weight, which has helped with the shredding. So hey, lingual braces might help you get more shredded as well, or just don't eat so much junk food. So I'll also show you guys a couple pictures of how my teeth have been moving throughout the past 2.5 months. I just went in the other day for a follow-up with the orthodontist, and he put in this like a power chain or whatever. It looks like those rings that they put on the soda cans that you're not supposed to throw in the ocean because they mess up the turtles. But yeah, put that on my front teeth, top and bottom, to help close the gaps, because that's the big thing from my top teeth, have pretty big gaps. I still have to get dental restoration done on the 2 teeth on the side of my front teeth, because they're very small, but that's just something that genetics, man. What can you do? You gotta just fix it later on. Overall, haven't had too many problems with teeth pain after the first 3 weeks. In my video from before, I was complaining a lot about how much my front teeth hurted, and I couldn't really even eat a sandwich regular. I had to chop up a sandwich to eat it. But yeah, after the first 3 weeks, I was able to eat pretty much normal, except for the fact that there's still some metal in the way, so can't really bite down all the way, so your bite is still messed up. So now that I put the chain in, it hurt for the first 2 days and I couldn't really bite it down, but pretty much everything's kind of back to normal now. Not really dealing with too much pain anymore. I don't have any more pain with my tongue scraping on the metal or anything. So after the first couple of weeks, like, tongue gets used to it, everything's pretty much normal now. I did have one issue that happened about 2 months in. One of the brackets all the way in the back actually popped off. Woke up and I found that there's this piece of metal on my tongue, and it turned out it was one of the brackets from the back. Luckily, it was one of the brackets that weren't connected to the wire, because they didn't put the full wire all the way through yet, but eventually they said they will. But for now, you know, it's a good thing that popped off, so, you know, I didn't have to deal with a wire sticking out poking me and whatnot. That does kind of suck. I mean, it's only been like 2 months and already a bracket popped off. You'd think like the glue would be super strong at the beginning, so, you know, the brackets don't pop off until like maybe near the end, when it just wear and tear, you know, messes up the glue and the bracket pops off. So that's kind of junk. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but, you know, that doesn't really inspire confidence when, you know, 2 months in, one bracket pops off, and it's not even one of the brackets connected to the wire. So who knows, man. Hopefully everything will be all right. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. If you haven't seen the first video and you're looking for more tips for how to handle the first week, because the first week was definitely the worst, man, go check out my last video. Other than that, man, if you guys are interested in lingual braces and you got some questions or how my experience is going with the lingual braces, be sure to let me know and I'll try to answer them when I can. Other than that, I mean, I'll probably update you guys again whenever I think of any more helpful tips, or anything crazy happens during my lingual braces experience. So other than that, man, I guess I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace.